Hi Leo, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings, Tarot Readings from the Heart. So we're going to do your week ahead reading, 5th of August through to the 11th of August 2019. We're doing the week ahead kind of check-in. So we look at the current self, your current self, and the theme for the week for you guys. We use the After Tarot deck for that. We then use, look at your key goal for the week, obstacle to overcome, major accomplishments for the week. Tarot of Dreams by Chiara Marchetti. We look at what you need to avoid for the week, what to embrace, and where you can find support. The Everyday Enchanted Tarot. And your spiritual guidance, we're using The Answer is Simple Oracle deck by Sonia Choquette. Okay. Then we want to have a look at the final reading, the 15 card, other general energies, love, finance, and work reading. We're using the Barbara Moore, Barbara Moore deck, okay, which is the Tarot in Wonderland. I love this deck, it's so beautiful. We're using that, and it's really nice. I mean, it comes with a really thick book and everything, really good. And for your spiritual advice on romance, we use the Romance Angel. Spiritual advice on your abundance and work, Angels of Abundance deck. And the other energies, we use the Angel Answers. Okay, let's get shuffling, guys. Okay, Leo, let's have a look. You guys are the 8 of Coins. I like this version of the 8 of Coins because it shows that the task is now achieved. It just looks like you're looking to see if there's more that can be done though as well. But I'm seeing the task being achieved this week with this 8 of Coins. This is, remember, the After Tarot is one step after the original Tarot, right away, where we see him banging away at those pentacles. But it looks now that you've achieved that. So I feel that a task is being achieved by Leo this week, okay? What's the theme of the week? I mean, I think that you've worked really long and arduously and that type of thing towards achieving this, and finally it's coming to fruition this week. What is the theme for the week for Leo? The Empress, something creative. Might be that you're having babies as well, some of you guys, because she's a pregnancy. And remember, look at this. She's not pregnant anymore, is she? The pregnancy's gone. It's almost like, and it's almost like these two birds, what are they, swans or something? It's almost like she's given birth. So the theme of the week is finally giving birth to a new creative concept for some of you guys, in which you are achieving the initial stage. I think with that 8 of Coins off that, some of you guys, it could literally be finally you've achieved the task. You've done all the hard work, you've done all the pushing and everything, and finally the baby's born. I mean, metaphorically, I definitely see that you guys are completing a task, and the theme of the week is all about a creative venture that is now born. It's out in the open, and threes represent the initial stage of completion with more work to be done. What is your key goal for the week, Leo? It is Ace of Wands energy. So it is to start creating a new opportunity, because Ace of Wands is all about creating. It's a wand, so this is all about creating a new opportunity. Maybe this is creating a book, or creating a group, or creating an idea or an opportunity that benefits others with the Ace of Wands energy. The goal for the week might be to take control as well. This is all about holding power in your hands. What is the obstacle you need to overcome? Leo, you do have a Knight of Cups showing here, so this could be, I think there's two things. I think that you need to overcome the obstacle that some of you guys can get a little bit distracted. The Knight of Cups is a very wishy-washy character within the tarot, so you might need to overcome the obstacle that even though you have all the passion and drive, because you are showing us completing a task, and the situation is all about a creative endeavor with that Empress energy being the theme for the week. That's now flourishing, and it's coming out into the open, and you're showing it and you're exhibiting it, and your goal is Ace of Wands energy, to have the power and to create something of magnitude here with the Ace of Wands. But you need to avoid running out of steam, because he can get really invested at first and then he can get really bored and trail off. Okay, could also be a person here, a wishy-washy individual that you can't really rely on. The accomplishment for the week is the 6 of Swords. Is this the 6 or the 5? I think it's the 6, isn't it? Yeah, it's the 6 swords in the ship. So you're accomplishing the 6 of Swords. You're moving past a really delicate stage. You've experienced a stage that's been really difficult and delicate in this situation, and I feel that finally you're moving past that stage there, Leo. So it's very good with the 6 of Swords. And also, perhaps for some of you guys, you're seeing things quite clearly. Maybe you're seeing what the next step needs to be, or the next process needs to be. The accomplishment is also progress. So some of you guys are really making progress as well with that Six of Swords. What do you need to avoid? The Star. I feel that you need to avoid with the Star energy getting your hopes up a little bit too much, getting your wishes up a little bit too much with this Star energy. I think that you need to avoid kind of, what's the word I'm looking at? Star is like the Nine of Cups. It's getting a little bit too above oneself and thinking, yep, got it in the bag. So this is being too overly confident in terms of the Star. You might also need to avoid exposing whatever this process is yet until it's completely finished, or until you know that somebody's on board with it as well. Stars represent exposure. Or even communicating and kind of sharing this news with everybody. This could be on social media. You might want to avoid kind of exposing stuff on social media with that Star energy until the work, I mean, you're completing this first stage, but I do just feel that there's a lot more to be done, because we've got cards like the Six of Swords which are showing progress. They're not really showing the ending of a situation here. What is it that you need to embrace? Wow, friends and people who can give you, with that Three of Cups energy, some form of interjections. There's people who you can talk to and you can kind of bat ideas off with the Three of Cups, and people who are invested in what you do, and friends and collaborators, because Three of Cups is a collaborator. So maybe you want to embrace also collaborating with people, but also working closely with groups and people who are invested in what you're invested in, and who can give you some really good ideas. And where can you find support if you need it? Why these the Five of Swords? Why? Okay, you can find support from someone who comes across as a bit of a bitch. Sorry, should I use that word? Yeah, comes across a bit of a cow, or whatever you want to call it, but really they're just terribly, terribly ambitious, and they just really believe in it. Because I think that you guys want to get ahead. You know, this is why you're doing this. And I think that you guys this week are working hard. But you're accomplishing things in that work with that Eight of Coins. And I feel that with the Empress energy, the week is all about the completion of an initial stage of creativity, in which you're starting to see this creativity starting to flourish. It's born, it's starting to flourish, it's starting to grow, and you can start to see the manifestation of all of this hard work that you've been putting in. So this is really nice energy. And I feel that your goal for the week is to create new things with this Ace of Wands energy, because it's almost like you have the power in your hands as a result of these energies here. So your goal for the week will be to use that power that you've harnessed in these energies here to create more, but you need to overcome the obstacle with the Knight of Cups energy, that this is really a very kind of delicate stage. Okay, and that the energies don't always stick, and you need to overcome the obstacle that maybe you can say one moment, yeah, I've done really well here, and now I hold this power in my hands to create more. But it might be that you need to overcome the obstacle that you might be thinking one thing one moment, but the next minute you might think something else. It's wishy-washy energy with that Knight of Cups energy. So it's investment in the first initial stage, but then petering out sometimes in the latter stages. And you might need to try and overcome the obstacle of yourself that you can be like that as well. Just because you've had success somewhere doesn't mean that you're going to, it's down to you to drive it. But the Knight of Cups for me isn't a very driven character. You need the Knight of Swords for that. And you also need to overcome the obstacle of having wishy-washy people around you as well, with the Knight of Cups, who are invested and in love at first, but then suddenly it's like, oh, well, my attentions are my head is kind of turned and I'm invested in something else. You're accomplishing clarity of ideas, I think, by the end of the week, and also progress moving forward, maybe with this Ace of Wands. Avoid thinking that you're the star, putting yourself on a pedestal and thinking, oh, aren't I so great, because you've not really accomplished everything just yet. And also avoid kind of, spouting off to everyone on Instagram or Facebook or, Snapchat or any one of those media outlets, online, that you are doing this, this and this. Not until you've finished whatever you need to finish, because star can be kind of internet communication across kind of the internet, that type of thing. Embrace that you need to work in collaboration with others and bat ideas off each other, and that you can speak with your friends about this and that type of thing. And if you need advice, support, go to someone. They seem pretty scary with the Five of Swords, but really they're just about the winning. And because you guys want to win, it shows it. You want to win with the Ace of Wands, you want to win with the Star. That's why it's telling you to avoid it. you know, and you want to win with that Six of Swords energy. So you're very ambitious, and you need to get support from someone who's possibly, you know, had to be quite ruthless in terms of, you know, gaining their, you know, their success and that type of thing. And sometimes you do need to be quite ruthless in business if you want to get ahead. So maybe you need to do that. Maybe you need to read a book by somebody who did that or something like that. What is the spiritual advice? Clean up your mess is the spiritual advice this week. Okay, and I can see that you're... This, can you see how he's completed this? It's almost like the Eight of Coins. The completion idea comes in here. But there's still a lot more to be done. There's still a lot more to be done. And that's what I think it's what it's saying when it says clear your mess. All right then, Leo, we're going to quickly get your last reading. Just bear with me. Right, Leo, other energies coming in. Judgment. Alright, so this week could be a time for making big decisions with that judgment energy. Holding yourself to account as well, because judgment is all about being held to account. Spirit sometimes calls you to face up to a situation with the judgment energy showing up here. This is the card about kind of like being held to account for things that you've done in the past. It might be that some of you guys are receiving a call out of the blue from someone here as well, Leo, with the judgment energy showing up here. There could be, though, I feel, the renewal of love. Because the judgment, and when a judgment shows with like a love card, it can be the renewal of a relationship or a renewal of a love. Might be the renewal of a love affair or renewal of some form of interest. So interest is starting up again, perhaps with that Ace of Cups energy. However, Four of Swords energy, this might be the renewal of a relationship or the renewal of interest from someone who withdrew with that Four of Swords. So it might be, now hey, I don't really do these readings, they're back and all this shit. I don't really do that, not unless it feels to me that that's strong, and here it feels quite strong. Somebody who lost interest and who withdrew might be back, because you've got the renewal of interest, and Ace of Cups shows interest, the open heart. Ace of Coins, the offering, proposal card. Knight of Coins energy, Knight of Pentacles. I think that the offer, though, like a physical offer from this person, is going to come in very slowly, though. So I don't think you'd see it this week. I think there's somebody around you, though, Leo, who withdrew. And I feel that this person's interest has been reignited with that judgment energy and the Ace of Cups. But I feel in terms of them giving you a physical offer and physically saying, would you like to go out? Would you like to do this? I think it's going to be very slow in coming with that Knight of Coins energy showing there. In terms of love, I think that might be love. This is love there here, though, as well. There is worry here around you guys, Nine of Swords energy, about making a fresh start with the Ace of Wands energy showing up here. Page of Wands, going out there and enjoying your life and having excitement, exploring new territory. I think some of you guys are worried about kind of making a fresh start, going out, enjoying yourself with the Page of Wands. Might be you're worried about making a fresh start, or you're worried about kind of... this can be a new relationship as well. Some of you guys might be worried about a new fling. You know, the Ace of Wands energy you've got with a younger lover as well. Page of Wands can be a younger Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, potentially individual showing up here. Oopsie daisy. You've got a Five of Swords, so there's a lot of hurt showing up here. The Star energy, so healing hurt healing. The Star is all about healing, and this is somebody who's been hurt. I think that some of you guys are worried about starting afresh in relationships. This could be with a younger lover, or this is worrying about starting afresh and putting yourself out there again, because Page of Swords is promoting yourself, and it might be you're worried about doing that because you're afraid of getting hurt. However, there is going to be healing that comes in, I think, with the Star energy. And the Star also, she's not naked, but stars can mean to be exposed as well. So some of you guys, it might be you're worried about getting involved in a new relationship. Could be with a younger lover, or getting involved in a new relationship, putting yourself out there with the Page of Wands energy. Maybe you're afraid of exposing yourself with the Star energy to getting hurt with the Five of Swords. Let's have a look at your work and stuff. So work, nice, well, completion, achievement of a goal potentially. Could be a new cycle, ending off a cycle, beginning of a new one with the World energy. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing new beginnings around work, I think. I think this is work because you've got the World and then you've got the Fool. Ending of one cycle, the beginning of another with the Fool energy. So I'm definitely seeing a new beginning in terms of work showing up here. You've got the Three of Cups. So there's a celebration happening here this week for some of you guys. Three of Wands, which is interesting. Three of Wands is waiting for those ships to come in. So even though there's a celebration, you might be waiting with that Three of Wands energy. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of waiting because you've got Three of Wands is waiting, Seven of Coins is waiting. So you're waiting for something to begin, or you're waiting for something to flourish or come through, maybe with the you're waiting for work to start, maybe. Seven of Coins is a job as well. You might be waiting for the job to start, for example. So I am seeing two cards indicating the ending of one cycle, beginning of another, are your World and the Fool energy. So it would seem that there's a new beginning in terms of this looks like work. And then you've got a celebration card happening about this, and then you've got the card of waiting for your ships to come in concerning a job. Seven of Coins energy showing here. The Seven of Coins is interesting on this card because he's finished the work and now it's almost like he's waiting and he's taking a step back to review whether he needs to put more work in. So it might be some of you guys are waiting for a start date on this, and it might be the Seven of Coins that you're wondering, should I contact them some more? Should I put some more work into this? Should I reach out to them? So some of you guys might be contemplating reaching out to them, for example, these people, because you're waiting. You've been told, I think initially you've been told you've got something new. This week or next week you'll be told that you've got something new. You'll celebrate about it, but I'm getting these waiting cards where you're waiting now. Can you see how you're looking at the time? You're like, oh, well, when's this going to happen? When's this going to arrive? And with the Seven of Coins, you're like, oh, should I give them a call? Should I, is there more that I need to do here? Do I need to kind of chevy them along? I'm seeing an opportunity coming in, but you might be waiting about a start date. You might be like, oh, this is taking a long time, that type of thing. Money-wise, with the Seven of Coins energy, this should be a good card. It shows reward. So maybe after a time of waiting, you're getting some form of reward in, or you're getting some money back for something that you put into something here, because this is about your bank account as well. So Seven of Coins will show it when you're looking at your savings. So some of you guys, it might be the Three of Wands energy as well, that in terms of money, it's time, because I'm looking at the watch, it's time for you to look at your savings. Maybe you need to do a review on that as well. For example, with that seven, because Seven of Coins is a review. So maybe it's time this week with that Three of Wands for you to do a review on your money as well. So just to go through your accounts and make sure that, everything's upright and okay. Let's have a quick look at the advice before we go. So in terms of work and money and stuff, universe, what's the advice that you, oopsie daisy, so that wants to come out. There's an employment change. What I said before, your career path is leading you in a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Okay. Your career path is leading you in a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You are being supported each step of the way. So maybe this isn't anything for you to worry about here. Also, what we've got in terms of love, which is here, what is the advice that you have for Leo in terms of love? I hope I didn't call you Aries, it's Leo. What advice do you have for Leo in terms of love? It's safe for you to love, and that would make sense, wouldn't it? Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of love. It's safe for you to love, and that would make sense, because I do think that some of you guys are worried about kind of a new beginning in love. You're worried about putting yourself out there. The Page of Wands is all about self-promotion. So this is about going out and kind of, going on the dating scene again, that type of thing. I think it's all about you exposing yourself to getting hurt. But the universe is saying, look, it's safe for you to love again. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And finally, angel cards. Angels, advice for Leo, please. Coherent sentence, please, on the general reading. Universe is saying, be assertive, Leo. Okay, there are helpful people around you. Okay, you need to reconsider and listen to your intuition. Okay, and get more information. Okay, right. So it's saying, in terms of this energy here, because I'm seeing, it looks to me like love, this does. It looks to me as well like love. It just looks to me like, even though in this love area here, Leo, you guys are worried about a new beginning in terms of relationships and putting yourself out there, promoting yourself, showing yourself off, because there's a show off in the tarot to others with the Page of Wands, and that worry with the Nine of Swords is mainly about you exposing yourself with that star energy to getting hurt with the Five of Swords. We already know what it says, it's safe for you to love again, but I think in here, what's happened is that the person that withdrew from you is now reconsidering this. because now with the Judgment energy, they've got this renewed interest in you. They might be bored potentially, I don't know, Four of Swords, but this is showing us someone who withdrew through boredom, whatever the case is. They could have ghosted you, and now they're reconsidering with that Judgment energy, you know, getting in contact probably with the Ace of Cups, but also they've got this renewed level of interest concerning you, Leo. But I just don't feel that they do anything about it, because it's like literally making physical contact with the Ace of Coins. It's going to be very slow, I think, with the Knight of Coins. So the universe is saying, well, look, just be assertive this week. There are helpful people around you for you to reconsider. Listen to your intuition and get more information. If this person does happen to pop up within the next 2 weeks, I really strongly believe that the universe is telling you that you need to listen to your intuition and just get more information from them. Okay, but also be assertive. And there are helpful people around you. Maybe these are friends that are going to help you to kind of consider the situation. Alright, that is your reading, my darlings. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. If you'd like your own private reading, please go through to the link in the comments section below, yeah, to my website, and also you can click on the link at the end of the video. All right, that's it. Take care. Bye bye.